I'm Van.
And Sori.
That's Booby.
And Vita and Chip and Culpy.
You know where Booby is.
I told you, babe. He's on the floor behind your chair.
Way you treat that man. Terrible.
I don't know what to tell you.
Such a hateful self.
I didn't hate him. I don't know how he landed there. He
You know the Middle America channel is getting subscribers every day? Hmm?
Oh.
Huh?
I'm jealous. So if you want to see political commentary and up Vin's subscriber count.
It's coming. It's coming back. It's coming back pretty soon here. It's coming back. Don't worry.
It's just been pretty busy with the holidays and stuff.
Yeah. Family and all that other complex jazz.
Yeah, and we think we came up with a plan to be able to get ahead on our videos for when the baby comes, so you guys won't even skip a beat, and it's not going to be so overwhelming to me.
Right. You guys are part of our delivery planning plans.
Yeah, I know.
Lucky bastards.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to see behind the scenes with me and the kids, mostly, and Vin sometimes, then check out My Sori Life. All right. So we haven't done Black Sabbath in
somebody did Black Sabbath for a Patreon pic.
Somebody said it's been months.
Lies. That's a damn lie. That damn lie. We did it for a Patreon pic.
Probably feels like that to them. But maybe they didn't like that one. So it's so funny because some of the Patreon pics, people are like, this is amazing, I can't believe you guys did this. And then other people will be like, this is the worst, and the Patreons, the patrons pick the worst ones. It's literally, for every positive comment, there's a negative one to match it. I would say there's more positive than negative, though.
All right, this is after. You know what's funny?
What?
There's a band called After Forever with the Floor from Nightwish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, so Pony's probably gonna be like, yay! And be
Disappointments galore.
Happy New Year. Hmm? All right.
And go.
a chance, but you turned it down, now you can't retrieve. Perhaps you think before you say God is dead and gone. Open your eyes, just realize that He's the one. The only one who can save you now from all the sin and hate. Or will you hear us all you hear? Yes, I think it's too late.
People are like, you never give credit to the
surprising.
bassist. You never give credit to the bassist. I was hearing it at the end. I heard it.
Yep.
I'm getting better at picking out the instrumentation. You know that interview we did, the Guitar World magazine or something like that?
Oh
we did?
yeah.
The guy said something about this song. He said, "You'll be very surprised."
Oh wow.
He said, "Do After Forever by Black Sabbath. You'll be very surprised."
He's right.
I
was completely
What
shocked.
year is this?
I kept feeling like
1971? We weren't even alive. Now I'm very confused. This is like, you know how some songs are like,
okay, we're gonna have to talk about religion and God, guys. There's no way around
just,
it.
just keep it
Just
to
stick to the music and the metal.
Listen,
Trying to here, buddy, but that's what it's all about.
you know what's funny is that people were telling me, Ozzy didn't even write any of the lyrics, so...
Did he write this?
No, I think the lyrics, it says Geezer Butler. So he's in the band, Geezer Butler. Okay, alright, well...
This is so... What?
This is just like explicitly
Oh, I know.
evangelical.
I know. It's weird too
with
because
a couple threats in it too.
yeah, but in lieu of recent conversations that we've had with people, probably because you've been having a bunch of conversations with a bunch of people, and like the existence of God is,
Yeah.
and then this song, it's
In
like
particular, the Christian God. This is like right there in your
Yes.
face.
I know.
That. And these guys are like the there's a couple things about the song that impressed me. Like there's a couple riffs in here that
oh yeah.
have been very familiar to me.
Oh really?
But everybody stole from this dude. Somebody said something like, I forgot the name of the artist who said it.
What a
but it's
song
like,
to steal from too.
he said like he basically says every metal riff you hear now has been stolen from this guy.
Really?
Yeah, 1971. I mean, that was a very, 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 very metal.
Well,
riff.
I mean, it's gonna
The
get
riff, which
harder
was
as time
insane.
progresses.
Yes,
You know?
to be original.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, when you're at the beginning of everything, well, sky's the limit. Everything's open and available
But this,
to you.
I don't know. Like, I feel like this dude is a genius, Tony Iommi. Guitar-wise,
Yeah.
like this dude invented an entire genre and a completely different way to approach the instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what he's doing is I look down, I'm like, 1971.
I know.
Dude's a freaking, this guy was like 50 years before his time. It's just, sometimes people are so good at stuff, it just makes me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, Tony Iommi, he's a genius, man. Like everybody says, oh, so and so's a genius, so and so's a genius. Like, if you create an entire genre, or if you influence literally millions of people to pick up an instrument and play it a different way, that's like a different category of just there's not even a word for it. Okay, well, here we go. Now let's look at the lyrics.
Well, we could just tell them, then it will make it easier. I got a little lightheaded, so I had to go put on some looser clothes, see if it'll help.
Have you ever thought about your soul, can it be saved? Or perhaps you think when you're dead, you just stay in your grave. Is God just a thought within your head, or is he a part of you? Is Christ just a name that you read in a book when you were at school?
Yeah.
I guess they were still teaching about Jesus in school.
Yeah, I guess. Or he went to some...
Well, I learned about Jesus.
I think a lot of people went to Catholic school back then.
Well, I learned in Mr. Anticico.
Yeah.
In global studies in the 9th grade.
About Jesus?
Yeah, he was a global studies guy.
Yeah.
So he talked to us about Islam and Christianity. I mean, it's two biggest religions in the world.
Well, yeah.
So he had to account for it. So they talked about Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he talked about Jesus.
Well, I think that they should do that in school, but I think that they should have like somebody high up in the religion explain about it, because in their particular religion. So.
Well, yeah. Right.
Because
like have a sheikh.
Yeah.
A sheikh come in and explain Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah.
Right, and have somebody who's actually
a priest come in and talk about Jesus.
So then it's more.
Yeah, but of course the secular, the hyper secularist Nazis will come in and try to act like that violates the establishment clause.
What? Well, just have like a nihilist come in and.
You can have an atheist come in and say we're all completely meaningless and
right.
Now a whole bunch of people just got triggered. Look. Can't you feel them being triggered?
Can't you feel them being triggered?
It's like one of those shows when like you hear all the guns getting cocked at the same time. Yeah. That's them getting triggered. Don't be mad. All right. What do you think about death? Do you lose your breath or do you keep your cool? That's true.
Yeah.
That's a lot of the big emphasis in Puritan theology was about dying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like being prepared to die and being prepared to die well and dying without fear. What was interesting is a lot of people say, "Oh, you just believe in God because you're afraid." What they don't realize, but then on the other hand, they'll say you only believe in God because you're controlled by the fear that your God makes you afraid of Him.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, which is it? Is it because we're scared of death, or is it because we're scared of God?
The God that we'll go to after we die.
Right.
That is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes somebody has said that to me simultaneously. I said, bruh.
What?
Yeah, but I really do wonder, because I've been in situations where I thought I was gonna die, and I was fine. I was at peace. Now afterwards, I was like, ah! But in the moment, I was like, huh. I wonder, how. I've never experienced a moment in my cognitive life where I didn't believe in God. Have you?
No, I haven't either. No. Yeah, I don't know what that would even be like. Well, I said that to you the other day.
Must be an interesting thought.
Yeah. Remember I said, I was like, well, I can't imagine, everybody, well, I don't know everybody. Lots of people go through, times where you feel really, depressed or low or, dissatisfied in your soul or whatever. But I know anytime that I feel like that, I know where to go to get that satisfaction. I know that I have to go toward God,
Right.
Whether I choose to do it or not is neither here nor there. But I thought, what a scary feeling to be in that situation where you feel so empty and you feel so dissatisfied deep inside of yourself and you literally don't know where to go to fill that. because you've tried the other things. You know, like the band members where they say, you know, they finally made it to their fame and glory, and it wasn't what they thought. They're not fulfilled like they thought they were.
Right.
Or that bottle, or that drug, or that girl, or that guy, or that, you know, whatever. Like,
Right.
that major change that you make in your life to make it so that way you're finally fulfilled, and then it doesn't fulfill you like you thought it would. And if you don't know that it's God that you have to go to, I don't know. Like, it was such a scary thought, because I was just like thinking about it, and I was like, wow, what if I didn't know that? I don't know. So is this guy a Christian or what?
He must be. He must be.
Because he said that it sounded like he said he like kind of came to that point where.
Well, he said something really crazy. I think it was the people like you that crucified Christ.
Yeah.
You're the ones that killed him. He said something else too, like,
I know. Well, I've seen the truth. Yes, I've seen the light, and I've changed my ways. And I'll be prepared when you're lonely and scared at the end of your days. At the end of our days.
Right.
So interesting.
Yeah. So he's looking at his atheist buddy or whatever and saying, well, I'll be good. I'll be prepared to die. You, on the other hand, will be scared to death. You'd be lonely.
No, I think he's saying, I'll be ready, because when you're at the end and the bullshit's over, because that's basically what he's saying at the beginning. Like, when it comes down to it, like, have you ever thought about your soul? Can it be saved? Or perhaps you think that when you're dead, you'll just stay in your grave. Where did he say? Okay, I guess it's kind of like here where he's saying, like, all right, when you think about your death, do you lose your breath or do you keep your cool? Like, what happens to you? And then when he says, like, he's saying at the end of your days, because you don't have the right thought process and you don't, you know, whatever, like, you're going to be lonely and you're going to be scared, but I'm going to be prepared.
That's
and
what
I'm going to help
said.
You.
Oh, I don't think he's saying he's going to help him.
What's he prepared for?
I think he's saying both of us are going to die. And when it's the end of my days, I'm going to be prepared. But when you go to your
our days, he didn't say your days.
Right. When it's going to come to you, you're going to be all scared.
Gosh, that's terrible. I thought it was, but even when I read it, I said your days because I was thinking that he was planning to help his buddy. Well, geez, I mean, I think that that's not right.
But that's the old school way they used to do it. There's no decorum or anything. Y'all gonna die in fear, trembling.
The demons are gonna drag you to hell. Oh man.
Good Lord. This is true though, the peer pressure stuff. Could it be your friend or your friends might say? That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
It's true on both sides. If you're like rolling in Christian circles and you start expressing any sort of doubts, they'll jump on you. How dare you doubt anything?
Take it by faith.
Because your doubt, if I validate your doubt, then I have to reconcile the fact that I'm full of doubts too. Mm-hmm. So in Christian circles, you're not allowed to really express a lot of doubt. Conversely, in atheist circles, you're not allowed to doubt your doubts.
Right.
You're not allowed to go, I think this might be, and then they'll collapse on you.
Yep.
They'll start mocking you and everything like that. And he's saying, well, you're just playing along the party line because you don't want your circle of friends to mock you.
I think that's, part of the evidence of something supernatural happening.
That they don't care.
Yeah, I've seen people getting to the point where they say to themselves, like, remember we had that guy, like, he was literally known in his city as...
Yes.
I'm going to say X.
Atheist
X. the atheist,
Right.
And, he ended up getting baptized and all that, but like it took a while.
He posted it on his Facebook, and then all his atheist buddies.
He got some heat. He got some major heat for that.
Well, because he was known in our city as atheist so and so, and then he started following Jesus, and then he posted it up there on his Facebook because he was so proud, and then they all just jumped on him. Yeah. His atheist buddies.
It's so weird too.
We've seen it happen.
It's kind of confusing to me because, like, how people will say, like, maybe you're not even going to see why I'm even making this connection, and it's a wild connection, but, like, if somebody decides that, they want to be gay or they want to transition or whatever, like, a lot of times, or from what I've seen, people will say, if it makes them happy, I want them to do it.
Their secularist friends will say.
Yeah, but if they choose to go the route of religion, all of a sudden it's not... If it makes them happy, go
Right.
for it.
Right.
And all of a sudden it's like, what the? You know, like, yeah.
It's true.
So that's confusing
very
to me.
astute
Like, are you
observation.
there for their?
It's true. But the thing is that you end up saying, and you know, I've noticed this with this other group of it, and this is not all atheists. I'm talking about a very, very specific group, the group that Neil deGrasse Tyson said, this is the reason I don't call myself atheist. Right? So it's like neo-militant atheist. And I'm not talking about, you know, like an Alec or a Peter, really thoughtful or atheist, you know, Adam the honest atheist. I'm talking about like the ignorant ad hominem spewing, you know, whatever. And it's like there's all this projection, all this, you know, mendacity that these people have. And then so you're projecting all of this pride and stuff connected to the fact that you don't believe in God. So if you start questioning it, then it's kind of like it's embarrassing. So then you kind of have to stay with it to the end because you made so much bluster. And then it's worse now than before because now people are doing all this stuff on social media.
Oh, I know, yeah.
So that thousands and probably millions of people have seen you say all this type of craziness about God and Christians and laughing and mocking them, and now, you know, now it's completely
it's true.
different.
It's true.
What the hell is that? Is that going to show up on the thing?
But don't even worry about it. We got a couple days that are. I'll have the music in the background, guys. We got our kids out there. We got company. It's just, you know, we're doing what we can here. If you can hear a little in the background, that's what.
Perhaps you'll think before you say that God is dead and gone. Open your eyes. Just realize that He's the one. Recognize a real dawn when you see one.
It's funny because the way you read that, I was like, sounds like he's about to go into a rap.
This is hilarious. It's unbelievable to me. The only one that can save you now from all the sin and hate, but you know, the whole Nietzsche thing, God is dead, you know. Yeah. But I think the feedback we've gotten, because you know, we've been able to interact with a bunch of atheists because of this channel. The majority of our friends from this channel are atheists. What we've got is there's been a lot of
Majority
people,
of our friends everywhere are atheists.
right, who are extremely thoughtful.
Yeah.
There's a ton of extremely thoughtful atheists. So, you know, so this line, it's like, I think that they've thought through those ramifications, at least the ones that we have personal friendships with. The ones that haven't been triggered.
I think a lot of them think about it a lot.
Oh, I agree.
They talk about it like they think about it a lot anyway.
I agree, for sure. Right. You can tell when somebody's just, nah, and then when other people are, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Then you had I just
imagine there are some churches you can't listen to metal. So this song is completely out.
especially a band called Black Sabbath.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, but see, if a Christian band did this, you'd have been saying, this is cheesy, the lyrics are cheesy, da-da-da-da-da.
You're right.
But because Sabbath does it, it's not cheesy.
You're right. Because I kept looking at the Black Sabbath logo. I'm like, seriously? This is them?
Right.
Or is this some cover?
Because
What's
it's
happening here?
Sabbath, it's okay, but otherwise you'd say the lyrics are cheesy.
You're right. You're completely right.
Unreal. You have
At
a
least
bias.
I'm being honest.
You have a bias against Christian metal. What do you grade the song?
Well, I feel like I should give it a very high score. Because I was very surprised. I'm going with a 9.8.
A 9.8. This is a solid 8 for me. And not really because of the lyrics. Because I feel like the lyrics are a little bit... There was zero irony in any of these lyrics.
It was shocking. I was shocked through the whole thing.
So, which I'm assuming that they wanted to do. So, the lyrics were a little bit too simplistic for me. But the guitar work is what really impressed me.
I liked it, yeah.
Just the fact that this happened in 1971 is mind-blowing to me. That he was able to come up with all the stuff that I've heard so many times over and over again after this.
Yeah.
I just think that this guy, Tony Iommi, I just think he's one of the greatest. I have so much respect for him being able to do that. So, yeah, it gets a solid 8 for me, mostly because of Tony Iommi. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Forgive me. I'm just a dumb theist. Vin out.
Sorry, out.
Gone.